Welcome to the Executive Briefing and Action Agenda on EFOW 2024 to 2026, the architecture of System B. We will explore navigating the Great Reset in global energy, geopolitics, and planetary boundaries. We must transition from the old paradigm of decay and friction, System A, to the new paradigm of organized and sustainable solutions, System B. We are in the decade of divergence. A significant gap exists between the diplomatic ideal, based on UN SDG commitments, and the planetary reality, tracking severe deviations from planetary boundaries. Progress stalls because fragmented models fail to bridge the gap between ideals and impact, requiring a systemic architectural overhaul. The McKinsey model suggests an illusion of a century of plenty built on endless extraction. The EFOW model, however, embraces the quote, groundwork of limits. True future-making requires adapting human consumption and energy systems to absolute planetary boundaries. Models of the past decades have fractured. The Global South perspective at Davos highlighted a profound disillusionment with current economic and energy frameworks. Systemic failures in top-down models lack the structural integrity for equitable development. The Belém outcome demands an architecture prioritizing climate resilience and shared human dignity. A global reset and energy reality shift is happening. Transatlantic ripples show severe shifts in Western European geopolitical alignment. The resurgence of the, quote, Church of Energy USA disrupts coordinated global transition efforts. The question is, what if mayhem was part of the strategy to build independent resilience? The mirror of power reflects global instabilities. The transatlantic defense pivot, post-NATO summit consequences, forces Europe to rethink disarmament. The Middle East flashpoint, with conflict in Israel, the USA, and Iran, proves the fragility of our current energy transit architecture. There is no peace without true UN sustainable development. We face the hard math of global energy. The traditional energy plateau shows declining exploration success rates for major fossil fuel companies. Meanwhile, the age of electrification brings unsustainable supply and demand for the global copper industry. This creates a reality gap. The illusion of plenty shatters as we hit material realities, and System A cannot solve this. In this decade of divergence, we see two energy transition pathways. The China pathway features hyper-accelerated industrial scaling and aggressive resource securing. The European Union pathway is hampered by energy clouds and internal competitiveness struggles. A unified System B architecture is required to align these paths toward shared planetary goals. We are at the threshold of choosing between two systems. System A, the dying era, is defined by endless extraction and fragmentation. System B, the engineered future, is based on adherence to planetary boundaries and true disarmament linked to UN sustainable development. Good future making requires actively choosing the architecture of System B. The EFOW proposed architecture addresses modern geopolitical and climate crises, particularly EU-UN interdependence failures. It involves rebuilding the global moral order, transitioning to a foundation for the UN Human Dignity Charter. This also means a distributed architecture, using UN regional councils and mandating structural compliance from the energy sector through the UN Global Compact. The Powering Europe, a new energy blueprint, has three phases. Phase 1 is the Draghi Imperative. Phase 2, the 10-point plan core, includes building a high-tech industrial base in the Electro Valley, achieving unified grids, and political navigation to clear economic clouds. Phase 3 aims for a sovereign, sustainable European architecture. EFO's good future making requires integrating geopolitics and security, planetary boundaries, and global energy markets. This results in the world's first energy and sustainability dashboard. We architect the interdependent relationships between these sectors to force systemic transformation. Navigating the Great Reset requires executive coaching, institutional mechanisms, and oil industry ethics evolution. We guide leaders through the Great Reset and demand structural accountability from political parties. We also promote direct intervention and outreach to transform global energy economy leadership, moving from observation to urgent, systemic implementation. Hello, Earth. Hello, people. We present the architecture of living together. The true story is about our fundamental relationship with the natural world and a commitment to mending nations with heart and soul. System B is an open letter to the planet,